Oh shit! Ooh, look at this handsome devil.
Damn.
Hello.
Damn. Damn. Welcome.
How are we all?
Good, man.
Doing
Hey,
great.
it's so awesome that we're meeting like this, man.
It is. I didn't know we were having a three-way. I thought it was only a one-on-one.
No, he's
Mm,
my co-host right here.
I'm the
Co-host is
surprise.
my co-host.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. Would you like Cisco not to be on stage and just be one-on-one?
No. That's cool. That's cool.
I would never.
How are you, Cisco?
Hey, it'll be
No
all
way,
good.
bro.
It'll be all good.
I would never leave Cisco. Yes, guys. Hey, guys, I'm so grateful that you're here, James. And I was just thinking about it because you're on this journey too, James, right? Like you just started being active on social media and all that. So I'm a little ahead of you, right? And I'm
Yeah.
just, it's been like 6 months, and I'm just so grateful to have this space that Cisco and I created like a year and a half ago on another platform. And
Yeah.
like, I'm just, the whole day, I'm thinking about Vibe Sesh. I mean, when's the last time you think about some event for so long, right? And just like, I'm just so grateful to have this energy, receiving all this love and, you know, and just exchange of ideas and learning from each other and exploring together. It's really amazing. So tell us about your journey so far, James, on social media.
On social media. Okay, my journey on social media. Well, it's like anyone, I guess. It's you. You've got to make some decision at some point, I guess, to really show up, don't you? I don't know when that was for you.
January 16th. I
And
remember
for me,
the
I
date.
guess that was last night. January 16th? When?
Uh-huh. This year.
What year?
This year.
This year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Very good. Well, that's less than me, I guess, but maybe I haven't really made the decision to fully step into it. But yeah, I joined a content creation course last November, and
Oh yeah, I read that. You said something that you
yeah,
joined it. Well, what was that like? Did that help?
yeah, I think it does. It's when you obviously invest in yourself and start to take things a bit more seriously. I think a lot of people are on social media. I know I was before, and you kind of don't want to play the game, do you? Like you want it on your terms. Like you want to just put your videos out there and expect them to do well. And like I remember seeing people who would have captions on their videos, for example, or a title, and I'd be like, "What's that all about?" Like I'm just going to post a video of myself, and like just the little basic things, right? That you really have to start doing to make your content more attractive and more digestible. That you've got to start playing the game, don't you? Really, and so yeah.
Do we have to play the game, or like where does that because you said you want to do it authentically, right? So what does that mean to do it authentically? Right? Because you're saying now you have to follow what the algorithms want, etc. For me, I feel like I'm moving towards more and more authentic self, and I'm like trusting the algorithms that they'll bring me the right people like you, like Cisco, and which it has. You know, like these are connections that I would have never ever made if it was just a physical world, right? Like we're literally attracting the most resonant people with with each other. We don't encounter this in regular life, you know?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I mean, authenticity is such an interesting thing, right? Like, how can you not be authentic? Like, it's silly to say you're not authentic. Like, who's the authentic version of you? Like, where are they hiding? Like, there's a more authentic version of me over there somewhere. It's like you're obviously as authentic as you can be at any moment. And
that's a great
we
point.
all want to be more and more authentic, whatever this means, and become more of ourselves and grow into whoever we are meant to be on this journey in this dream of life. But
so basically, you're saying all of us are authentic. Cisco's authentic right now. You're authentic. We're all authentic right now.
I don't think you cannot be authentic, right? Like, I mean. Maybe you want to be
Gary Cardone.
You want to be more authentic, don't you? You want to be more authentic. You want to be like,
Cisco, did you understand that? Because we're getting deep here. You got
Yeah.
it?
I mean, I would look at it just people pleasing though. Like if you're altering your behavior to people please, which I guess we're always going to do regardless, but you could be authentic and say, hey, you accept me or you reject me, and I'm okay with either outcome because I just lead with my authenticity. So I got that from the Mark Manson book that Bruno recommended. And I mean, it's really hard. It's really hard to not be needy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You heard him? He said it's really hard not to be needy. James, what can you tell our young man when he says, because he knows that is not attractive if you're a needy person, right? Like there's so many things that says about you. And so he understands that idea, but he can't help but feel needy, like towards relationships or whatever things he's doing. What advice do you have? Would you approach this?
Jeez, life advice already.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's
go, Vibe Sesh. We're going deep.
I can't say I've really been a needy person myself that much. Although, I mean, I certainly struggled with women early in my life and that type of thing. And I was hopeless with women for a long time. I mean, I've been in,
damn.
I've really only had one.
We're going to have dating coaching here as well.
I don't know about that. I've really had one honest girl, well, one girlfriend in my life that was actually as a girlfriend, and she's now my wife. So, you know, I don't know about taking advice from me.
How many dishonest girlfriends did you have since she's the first honest?
Well, no, that was badly phrased. How many would actually be my girlfriend that I was in a relationship with? Yeah. It was like, it's honestly one. But yeah, people pleasing is an interesting thing. I mean, and social media itself, like that's this, I don't know if you've heard this, the course I'm on, they talk about social media being like shadow work on steroids.
Yeah.
And
that's what I feel like it is for me.
It certainly is, because that's sort of that stepping forward to really be seen. And that's all part of it. It's like playing the game. It's a duality. It's one of these dualities, isn't it? It's like, you want to be your authentic self. You don't want to be fake. There's obviously a lot of fakeness on here, and there's a lot of people who follow trends and chase trends and do everything to get views and all this. It's all chicken and the egg though. And then it's like, there's a lot of, let's say, maybe more authentic people or down to earth people, grounded people who don't want to do that. But it's like, how much of that's hiding behind like, I don't actually want to be seen yet, or I'm not ready to be seen. And it's easier to say, I don't want to play the game. I don't want to like do it on Instagram's terms or social media's terms. But how much of that is actually an excuse to hide?
Right. Powerful.
But yeah, in terms of people pleasing, I can't help you. You probably need to maybe talk to my wife, who's a bit more of a people pleaser, but that's her journey, not mine. So,
So
I'm the opposite half in that relationship. I'm the one who's attracted a people pleaser, I guess.
Hey, but James, so what do you think that means? Because I do coaching as well, right? So a lot of people like come to me and they're having this problem where they have this feeling to want to be seen. They want to post content, but they're so scared, bro. They are so scared of putting themselves out there, right?
Yeah.
And so what does that mean? What is going on in that mind? I'm trying to understand that better, right? Like,
what's going on for them, the people who are afraid of being seen.
Yeah.
Oh, what? I mean, this is obviously fear is at the core of everything, right? That holds us back, and fear of separation and all these things. I mean, naturally, every part of everyone's journey is, aren't they? Like, I mean, I was very shy growing up, and I think in my case, a lot of that probably stems from like a lack of trust in the world.
You as a child, you're saying you didn't trust the world?
I think when I look back that explains a lot of things for me. Like I had a lovely upbringing, lovely mum, lovely parents, really loving family. Like I'm really lucky in that regard. But for example, like my first day of school, for example, I would say is probably one of the more traumatic events of my life, which is
can you
funny,
tell
right?
us about it? Yeah, tell us about it though. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't remember a lot of it, but like I went back to this in a breathwork session last year, and like I was with my mum my whole life to that point. I never went to daycare or anything like that. And then you're going to school for the first time, getting left there, and just like this sense of abandonment, I guess. And you're just like, what is going on? Why am I being left here?
And you remember this? You remember this? You still remember this?
Through this breath work, I remember the feeling of it and what was going. And the other thing that really struck me at the time as well was that I was also kind of picking up on the other kids' pain at the time, like other children, not everyone, but certain other kids like me were having a really hard time, and I was sort of picking up on that, and I didn't want to feel their pain either. So then you kind of like start to, okay, well, how do I do that? Well, then I'm going to reject like my empathy and push away these abilities to feel other people's pain. And then you can see how your personality develops from that. And I became more aloof and like a bit of a colder person, let's say, as I grew up through life. And you can see how your personality evolves from these early moments in childhood. I think you could sort of say to a degree your whole personality is a trauma response, almost, a lot of it.
Right? But
and so
I'm sorry, go on.
No,
keep going.
Sorry. So these types of things, like they shape your personality, I guess, that, and then that for me really, like, I think this is psychoanalyzing yourself, but it's like, okay, well then that breaks the trust with mum, right? But I can't not trust my mum. Like you can't not trust your mum. So then you project that lack of trust onto the world, and then you start to not trust the world as much. World seems like a big, scary place. And I mean, that's in my case. I'm sure everyone's got their own story as to why they would be afraid to show up on social media and be seen, but or be seen in whatever realm it is. But yeah.
Hey, but you were saying like that's how I've been feeling about my journey. It really has been shadow work. It's just a one giant mirror. You know what I mean? Like, because I get feedback, I get DMs, I see what people are saying and and people reacting on Vibe Sesh, right? So it has been therapeutic and just bonding with everybody of like, and being on the same frequency and finding these people, right? Yeah.
And you've obviously got to get past a certain point of, I guess, caring about what everyone thinks of you, don't you? Because otherwise you just can't do it if you take everyone's opinions on too much, and every comment that you get that's a little bit like hateful or questioning you, challenging you, then obviously a lot that happens. I see a lot of people on the course I'm on as well who really struggle with the haters, because I mean, obviously they don't really have enough self-love inside yet that they can really go, okay, well, I'm certain in what I'm saying enough that I can brush off someone else's opinion. So I'm going to just go straight to my heart and just cut them down, like some of them I see. So, but it's all part of the journey, right? I mean, life is this amazing thing.
But Cisco, why don't you tell them about why you haven't been posting and you finally did it? Let's analyze this a little bit. It's interesting. No, really. Like,
well, yeah, I'm at the infancy of my content creation journey. I've been speaking in X spaces with Bruno for a year on a weekly basis. So like that was the practice, but posting, just actual posts, I've been not doing that. And that's been a rut for like 6 years. I did go viral on TikTok in 2020, making like graphic design wallpapers for your phone. But what that lesson taught me was I was way more concerned with the outcome rather than craft, like loving it. I was doing it for all the attention. And then when the attention dwindled, I was like, well, I fucking hate this. I don't want to do this. And then since then, I'm always just like, what the hell do I want to talk about? And I guess what I've been realizing is I've been so scared to show my authentic self this whole time, and the neediness of like wanting to do things because other people validate it. That was always intention all this time. And like, I just recently recorded a 40-minute video. I know no one's going to watch it. I just had to like, just be honest that this is where I'm standing right now. I've had a lot of input, and like, I don't know what to do. So I was just kind of honest about it. Like, I'm trying to be
Have you
myself.
posted that?
He posted.
Yeah,
Everyone check out Cisco's video. Come on.
So I posted one reel, and then we'll post another one tomorrow, and we got more.
Everybody, please follow James, and please follow Cisco. Everybody, follow Cisco and James. Yeah. Amazing.
So
go ahead, James.
I'm experiencing a lot of the feelings because like not a lot of validation was on it, right? Like lots of views and no likes, and I'm like, damn, you know. So now I'm feeling these things.
You're feeling it today because you posted today the reels. Yeah. I could feel. Now I'm literally feeling. Yeah.
People who know me liked it, and people who maybe know me saw it and didn't like it, and now they're like, oh, this kid's starting. You know, thoughts like that just.
No, but is it a bad thing? Or your friends?
No, it's a good thing because it triggers you, and now you can explore the trigger, and then now I like try to detach from that. So,
but wait a moment. This means that your friends are discovering a new side of Cisco.
I guess more of like people you've known from like school and back in the day, so not connected to them at all.
Right.
But, you know,
so they don't know this side, but they don't know this side of Cisco.
Yeah. They wouldn't know unless it was many years ago. Yeah. So no one knows what the hell I'm up to other than maybe stories here and there, you know?
Damn.
So, yeah, it's a little nerve wracking because I'm starting from a very vulnerable, like, hey, I'm not where I want to be. I'm trying to get to where, like, just somewhere. I'm trying to find my target even. You know, Vibe Sesh has given me a sense of purpose too. So having great conversation has been great. And then now it's just,
I think that's,
what can I do on my own, basically?
Yeah. And I think in this day and age in particular, I think the creators who are honestly more authentic are the ones who are going to thrive in the future. I think that's what a lot of people are saying. How true that is, obviously people have got a big following already. That's not going to go anywhere. But the new creators who are going to be successful are the ones who are honest and vulnerable. Like, and the biggest thing you don't want to do that I think a lot of people have on social media is build another cage for yourself. Like, you want to really use it as shadow work and really growing into your authentic self again, whatever that means. But you don't want to build this. You don't want to build this cage around yourself like, oh, I'm the one who's like your Kill the Samurai video you just made. Bruno,
like, the Buddha. Nobody killed the samurai.
Oh, Buddha, sorry.
We're killing
the Buddha, not the samurai.
Why is saying hashtag kill the vibe samurai, bro? What's going on? There's so much hate out there. So much hate.
Nah. I mean, I know that parable too. So, I mean, yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Cisco, whoever you get into hate should look it up.
Cisco, ask the question that you left on my comment for James.
Oh, how do you balance sourcing truth from yourself versus, you know, learning it from others? It was that kind of, because he was like, because Buddha taught you all these lessons, but the ultimate detachment is killing Buddha.
Yeah.
So it's like now you're sourcing that truth from within, but it's like, but I learned it first from another person. I wouldn't have known without them.
Yeah, it is an interesting tension, bro. Bro, it is an interesting tension. It is an interesting tension. What's your answer, James Bailey? I'm sure he'll have it because, guys, he is a non-dual coach. We're going to be going over these fascinating topics soon. But go ahead, James.
Well, I think without dropping into that too much straight away, I mean, I've seen that about myself, like this couple of past years, like how much I do take on others' beliefs straight away. Like if it's something, a new area or something like that, then I'm kind of like a bit of a sponge. Like I just go like, well, yeah, this person knows more than me because they're more experienced, and I'll take on whatever their beliefs are about it. And I've realized definitely, like, if they're not in alignment, like, you're screwing yourself up, really. And you'll feel it, like, you'll know if it's not right for you. And I think a lot of people that can then delude themselves, and you're like, well, this person still knows what's, like, that's smarter than me. They've been doing it for longer, so I got to trust them. But, like, you'll feel something in your gut or something. Like, you'll have some kind of inkling that this is not really for you, and that's when you got to step into your truth and go, okay, what's true for me? And just trust that, because at the end of the day, truth is, like, it's a relative term. Everything's true. I should have brought a coin, right? But I mean, like, it's like duality, non-duality. It's like a coin, right? Like,
it's like a yin
both
yang coin?
aside,
yin yang,
or any coin. Like, I don't know. We'll say this is a coin. Like, if this is a coin, it's not. But, like, if you can only see that side, but I can only see the back. It's like, but both are true. Both are true at the same time, right?
What a metaphor!
But you can only see that. You can only see that looking down at the top from the non-dual point of view, right? It's like, truth is. Everyone likes to hold on to their truth, like, I'm the one who's got it right. And that's the way we see the world as it is, because everyone's saying, I'm right, you're wrong. Basically, that's how you get the world as we see it.
Oh my God, guys. James, you are fucking amazing. This is fire, because also, guys, I don't understand. I think James understands more than me about non-duality, but it's a very complicated, deep topic, and we're going to use Cisco as a test to see if you understand. We're going to try to break it down for you, me and James, right? Us combined. We're going to talk about non-duality and all that. But what's interesting about James is that was the best metaphor of non-duality. You gave me a glimpse, James, because you have, like, the one side of the coin and the other side of the coin, and from a Vipassana observed side, you can observe something, right? But then you're saying, like, when you're on the edge of the coin, that's non-duality. Is that right?
Without trying to philosophize it too much and conceptualize it, because that is obviously a trap of non-duality, right? It's trying to intellectually understand it, which is definitely where I'm at as well. But yes, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, that is a fire metaphor. But okay, let's do this, because, guys, so James, it's always interesting what people put on their profile, right? You put on basically non-duality coach or person, or non-duality, and then
did say coach or person.
And then you said no BS spirituality, right? Yeah.
None of the new age stuff, which I love as well, but, you know, there's a lot of that. For me, that's a bit of a trap these days.
So you talk about non-duality. So Cisco, he's trying to start meditation. He hasn't been able to do it. He said that he can't sit still for 10 seconds. And, you know, we've been trying to convince young Cisco about the benefits of meditation, what meditation means, right? Like, finding that gap between stimulus and response. That gap is, you know, like where was I?
About stimulus and response and a gap between.
Yeah.
Can I make the comments go away so I can see Cisco's face? I don't know. Anyway, you're behind all these comments.
Difficulties. Yeah. Okay. So you're a non-dual guy. So let's start explaining. So he has the basics. Let's start from the basics. I think I have some ideas. I want you to lead this, right? And I'll sprinkle in ideas. But I want to explain, because everybody knows mindfulness, right? So I think that's a good place to start. People have heard of mindfulness. There's a lot of apps, you know, popular apps that are more mindfulness based. But this non-duality thing is a minority, right? Like, not a lot. Even if you meditate, you might not understand non-duality, right? So I kind of wanted to see if you can explain to all of us in as simple terms, with metaphors, analogies, anything that help us, like the coin thing, Yeah.
All right, let's try. Let's just talk about for you, Cisco, to start with what you were saying then, so why can't you meditate? Or what are you saying?
Why can't I? I guess, well, I guess my version of it is I've been doing maybe a walking meditation where I've been trying to, no stimulation, no headphones, no nothing, just long walks and trying to clear the mind, let it wander. Because I feel like sitting down, I maybe get fidgety or, but honestly, yeah, just not putting in the time there. But I feel like when I can get myself into a hypnotic rhythm of like walking, it like helps clear. So I've been starting there. And then in small moments, like waiting in line or in the car or whatever, like try not to listen to anything, let the brain process in the background, which I know is not intentional meditation of like sitting down, close the eyes. But I guess introducing presence a lot more.
I didn't know you did that. That is meditation. You know, everybody does it differently. A lot of people who don't meditate, they use exercise, right? They get connected, mind-body connection.
Yeah, I've been doing like an hour to an hour 30 of walking. There's like this big path and I just walk straight down, walk all the way back. It's like 4 miles or something. I just like stroll.
With nothing? You're not listening to anything? Man, that is meditation right there. No, James, what do you think?
Yeah, no, exactly. I think people have a misconception of what meditation actually is, right? Like they think they're meant to, I don't know, you're meant to sit there and just be still and then what? Like your mind's meant to go blank? I don't know. I mean, obviously that can and does happen, but
does it?
like you were saying, being aware of what's going on is like the first step. And that's what non-duality is pointing to as well, is that like the awareness is the thing, and being aware of your mind racing, like not getting caught up into it and getting taken away with it. Like if you can sit there and say, oh, I couldn't meditate for 20 minutes because my mind was just racing the whole time. Like, and like, well, who was aware that your mind was racing?
Yeah. Bruno calls it, he was like, you're the witness to thoughts.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And we are.
Like, you're also like a spotlight. So sometimes thoughts create themselves or you can create them, but you're also the spotlight that gets the focus on it, which then you are the witness spotlight, I guess, that is choosing that focus.
Yeah. We can go deeper into that with non-duality and what that says.
Let's do it.
But yeah, I think maybe let's start. We can try a little quick exercise just to get an idea of what I feel works for me anyway, to just understand a little bit deeper about what we actually are. And maybe it is using logic at the end of the day, but severing some of these connections between what we actually think we are and identify with so heavily. So maybe we just close our eyes quickly, and it's really simple, but like using your imagination to a degree and all logic. But so you just here, you got your eyes closed, like imagine you've never been able to taste in your life. You've never had the sense of taste. Are you still there?
Mm-hmm.
You can say yes, that's good, or not, if you're still there.
Yes.
So imagine now you've never had the sense of smell. You've never smelt anything in your life. Are you still there?
I'm here.
You've never felt anything. You've never had the feeling of touch in your body. Never felt anything on the outside. Are you still there?
Yes, sir. I'm still here. Bam! I see where this is going. Keep going.
Now, you've had your eyes closed, so you're obviously still here. So if you were blind, you can imagine you've been born blind. You've never seen the outside world, ever. Like, there is no outside world. Are you still there?
Yes.
You're still here. And then you've got to indulge me on the last one, but imagine you've never heard anything. Are you still there?
Yeah.
That felt sense of self is still there, right? Like you are still there. So through this that's a felt experience of it, hopefully, but you're going to use logic then afterwards. It's going to come in, your mind's going to come in and say, okay, Like, so that's without the senses, but you're still there. So without the senses, you would have never experienced the outside world. You would just, you'd still be there though, but you would never experience the outside. You wouldn't know. And through that, I can, for me, deduce that you're obviously not your body, even though we're so heavily identified with our body. But you're still there without the senses. You've just gone through that. Like, you're still here, but you've never experienced the outside. You've never experienced your body. You never heard a sound, but you would still be here. You're still here. So then what else can you be? You're not the body. Then everyone's obviously going to say, well, I'm the mind, I'm the thoughts. That's what we identify with so heavily. I'm a big overthinker myself. That's where I've spent a lot of my life in the beginning, in my head. But we've all had moments where our mind has been clear. At least I hope. Now, you might not have identified those as that's what it is, but the moments of flow state, when you're really maybe exercising hard, or you're having sex, or your kid got bored, or something where you weren't thinking, you were just fully in the moment, like you were just fully present, then you're clearly not your mind either. So if that follows for you, then you can say you're not the body-mind, which is sort of what non-duality calls, some people call what we are, or this human, like a mind-body. So then if through that you can follow that that's not what we are, then the question is, what are we? And that's where sort of like self-inquiry Ramana Maharshi points to. That's what he's asking then. What are you? Who am I?
Wow. Can I open my eyes?
Yeah, you can if you want. I have now.
Cisco, what are you, Cisco?
That was an incredible exercise.
Damn.
If you were to lose your five senses, yeah. Wow.
Whoa, James, did you make a video of this, or can I copy this thing? I want to make a video of this.
You can, yeah. I've made a video of it before. I'm going to make a better one.
Okay, I have your permission. I'll give you credit.
You can credit me.
All right, yeah. The 5 cents. Oh my god! Woo! What an exercise, guys! Damn. So, what do you think? What are you, Cisco? Answer. First of all, did you understand? I mean,
well,
James.
To me, awareness has no language to it. Like, you can't even attach, like, because language is made up.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. That is. Language is a trap to a degree. I mean, it's a beautiful trap. It's all what causes through the mind is what's causing this apparent sense of separation, which is, I mean, whether or not this is necessarily non-duality, but it's a beautiful, I think, experience. I mean, you start to talk about words like God and that, which is a loaded term for people. I prefer using the word divine, which is like, it's basically God, but it's not saying God. It's like, what are we? Like, what is going on here? And there's a few things that have been doing the rounds on social media, Bruno. I don't know if you've heard that, the poet, like instructions before visiting Earth. Have you heard that one?
I did, but I didn't pay attention. I think I saw it, but I didn't like fully pay attention to it. Yeah. So what's that about? Explain it to us. Yeah.
Oh, it's a beautiful poem a guy's written relatively recently. Just like, from the point of view of like giving someone instructions for Earth kind of thing. Anyway, it's got a beautiful line in there that I love towards the end, and it's along the lines of like, to break up the monotony of eternity. And if you do, I guess, it's a belief for me, like I don't have a felt sense of oneness yet, what non-duality is pointing to, that we're all one.
You don't have that felt sense? Okay, interesting. Okay, continue.
Not a felt sense, but like it's a belief still for me, largely. But it's like, so if we are all one, we're all the divine, like that's what's actually going on here, then like what would you want as the divine? You could have anything. This goes back to, I don't know, as well, Alan Watts has a beautiful video back in the 70s or 80s talking about, like, suppose you were God and you could dream any dream that you wanted. Like, what would you dream? And you'd obviously start off with all the pleasures. You'd have the most amazing food, the most amazing romantic relationships. Like, maybe you'll do this for 40 or 50 nights. Like, eventually you're going to get a bit bored. Eventually you're going to get a bit bored. Took you 10 years.
So far not bored. I'll let you know when I get bored. I'm kidding. Go ahead, James.
It didn't work for you.
But James, but so let me back up here. Guys, what this guy is talking about, he's saying, like, as you walk through your logic, what you're basically saying is that we are the divine. I'm the divine, you're the we're all the divine.
I mean, that's what, whether or not that's non-duality, but that's what it's pointing to me. And I mean, that's a nicer way of framing it. I mean, again, it's like, you go back to the coin analogy, right? Like, I don't know, like, let's say the two major religions in the world, if you want to call them religions, obviously they've been turned into religions, but the two major ones that really deal with, like, what's actually going on here. Obviously you have, like, the mystic religions behind, the mysticism behind all religions, like Christian mystics and, like, the Sufis behind Islam and that. These mystic wisdom traditions, they still hold the truth. They haven't really been turned into the religion kind of, I don't know, doctrine and all of this.
Interesting.
But the two that...
Oh my God. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they're still all there. Like, you can still look up. There's still Christian mystics and these types of things out there. Not many of them, but, like, I don't know if you've heard of, like, Meister.
Yeah, you're saying they made more sense, like Sufi, like Rumi, like he was like, I didn't really, but he's like totally like Zen and dual, no? Well, yeah,
they are. That's what the religion is built on top of. Is that's the truth, and then all the doctrines got put on top. Like, you need to go and pray, and you need to go do this, and you need to do that. Like, the truth's underneath it all. Like, that's the mystical part. That's called the perennial wisdom, which is what non-duality's also said to be a perennial wisdom. It's the perennial wisdom. Wow. It's the universal truth across all religion. It's not like non-duality doesn't claim it, like Buddhism doesn't claim it as their truth. Like, it's the truth at the root of all real religion, but no one really gets down into that. They just go into, you got to go to church every Sunday and pray and then absolve your sins or whatever. Like,
the interesting thing here, James, is we were talking about no BS spirituality, right? For me, even up to this point, James, I was like, mystics is BS spirituality. But you're saying the opposite. You're saying for a lot of these, like the Sufi tradition and the Christian mystics, you're saying there's like, it's the truth. It's the actual truth. Like, I'm thinking like it's bogus BS spirituality, right?
Well,
no,
there's different.
Like you get, yeah.
There's different types of mysticism.
Okay.
And I mean, I think again, that's that truth false thing. Like, everything's true on some degree, right? So you don't want to discredit anything, but it's getting back to that point, Cisco, about what's right for you and what's not. Like, certain things are true for some people and they're going to work for them, but I don't think anything's really universal truth, like, that you can say, like, this is for you and it's going to work necessarily. Like, you look at modern New Age stuff, like, I don't know, like crystals and clearings and all these things. That to me is, and a lot of people will talk about, I don't know, like Schumann resonance or like solar flares and influence. It's like these things that's New Age, that's spiritual BS to me. Maybe it helps some people. To me, a lot of that, I think, keeps you in your victim, where you're like, outside influences influencing me so much. That obviously doesn't reconcile back to non-duality, where if we're all one, like, okay, on a relative level, things is going on here. Obviously, we're all having a relative sense, but it's like, what you got to just go a little bit ahead. Not that there is necessarily time, but like, what's the end game? What's the end game? Like, you either believe in that felt sense, or you believe that there is oneness, or you believe there's separation. And obviously we all go around thinking we're separate, and that's how this works. I can't control your body, so it all logically makes sense. But that was where, with the Alan Watts thing, and that I was trying to get to, it's like, what would God want? It's like, well, God would probably want an experience of not thinking they're God. Like, God can have anything. What would you want as God? Well, I've had anything. I can do anything I want. Maybe I'll forget I'm God.
Another video idea. Keep going, please. Keep going.
No,
Well,
keep going.
I mean, I think that one just lands for me so hard. It's like, I mean, yeah, who knows what the actual truth is, but I mean, that one kind of like feels a bit more resonant than like poor little old me and outside influence of the devil's going to get me and all this. Like, I'm just going to be in this cosmic battle forever, or I'm free right now, because what's wrong in this very moment? Like, what's wrong right here, right now?
Nothing.
Without thought, nothing is wrong. It's only through thought you can go, well, I don't have the right girlfriend yet. I don't have $10 million. I don't have the magical car or house, so something's wrong. Like, for 99.99% of us, that's not true. There's nothing wrong right now. So we just keep chasing a phantom, which is beautiful. I mean, what else are you going to do? Like, that's where that line, break up the monotony of eternity.
So what happens to that 1% though? What are they doing?
Well, I don't want to that's where non-duality can, for a lot of people, just like, it cuts through too hard, right? It's like a lot of non-duality, for a lot of people, just turn away from it because it's like, there's nothing going on here. Like, you've got no excuses. It's like, this is the truth. And like, if someone's obviously in a lot of pain emotionally or physically, like, I'm not experiencing what they're experiencing. And so non-duality can, a lot of people hold it as this absolute blanket truth, which probably at an absolute level it is true. But if someone's not experiencing that, they can't understand it. Like, if your heart's not open to any degree, I think that's where a lot of people with non-duality get attracted to it. It's like an intellectual thing, but I don't want to discredit someone's experience. Like, if they're having a hard time and they're in a lot of pain emotionally or physically, like, yes, there's obviously ways to work through that, but they're like, oh, it's not real kind of thing, right? Like, you don't want to discredit it like that, which I think a lot of people can in non-dual spaces. After somewhat, they can just go, this is the truth. Like, just forget all your problems kind of thing. Hey, James, that's true too, but if you can't feel that, there's no point just telling someone that.
Hey, James, could you tell Cisco and our fans or our followers how this fits in? Let's give them some analogies. And there's two that really come up a lot, right? But the wave analogy, the wave versus the ocean. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I think, I mean, the one I like more than the wave analogy.
The movie screen?
But yeah, the movie screen one. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's see the movie. Oh, Cisco, pay attention. Pay attention. This is going to make everything a lot more clear, okay? Yeah. What's going on in reality, what the truth is. You're about to find out the truth, young Cisco. Go ahead, blow his mind, James. Okay, so I don't know, what did you get from that when we did that little exercise and that, and like, where were you were talking about awareness, right, Cisco? Like, what are you? Or when I said what are you, like, what were you going to say then, or what did you say? You sort of talked a little bit about it.
I said something like, I couldn't even put language to it. Like, once I lost all the senses, because then I can't hear, like, there's no sensation. So I was like, I couldn't even put a word to it, what that is, but we know.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Awareness, I guess.
Yeah. Which again is another term, right? Like, this idea of awareness is just another word. So we don't want to get caught up in words and terminology, which a lot of people do with non-duality. It's like, oh yeah, we're just awareness. It's like, well, that is just another word. But using the analogy that a lot of teachers point to, I'm not sure if this comes from Yogananda first, who wrote Autobiography of a Yogi, but the analogy being that, so what are we actually? And everyone thinks we're the movie, we're like the characters in the movie, right? Like you're watching a movie. If you're watching a movie on the screen, you're like, I'm Cisco, that's me over there, and I'm James, and you're Bruno. Like if this little screen that we're all looking at ourselves is like
this is the movie.
This is the movie of life. This is the three of us. This is the movie. This is our little movie of life.
Damn, this is so exciting.
I'm James.
I'm Bruno.
That's Cisco, and you're Bruno. And I can't move Bruno's body or do anything like that. So I mean, I'm just little old me, right? Like that's me. The analogy is you're not the movie because we've gone through that exercise. Like you're not your body, you're not the mind. So what actually are you? You're actually the screen that everything is on. So if you're in the movie projector looking at the movie's not there without the screen. Like if there was no screen, there wouldn't be a movie because the movie would just project into nothing. Like you wouldn't see it.
Right.
But we're not the movie. We're the screen that the movie is playing on, that's where the analogy for awareness comes in. Without awareness, without something that is aware of what is going on here, then nothing actually occurs. It's like that. A lot of koans would point to this, I guess, like in the Zen tradition, or the simple one that everyone knows. It's kind of a koan. It's like if a tree falls over in the woods, does it make a sound? It's like, well, if no one's there to hear it, it doesn't actually make a sound. It's like if no one is there to be aware of, if no one's there to be aware of it.
Oh shit!
If there's no awareness, then nothing's happening. Like nothing is really happening.
Wow.
When you go further into non-duality, which I have not experienced, but that's where that's where, and Buddhism talks about this as well. They talk about the void, like nothingness, right? It's like, and that's what I was trying to say. That's another duality kind of thing, like between Hinduism, like yoga is all like Hinduism, let's say, as a religion, and Buddhism, and they're like they're the two major ones that talk about the truth of what's going on, I guess. Obviously, Hinduism's got a lot of facets to it, but Advaita Vedanta, which is non-duality, that's the ancient, that's all the wisdom behind non-duality, I guess, which is more of a modern term for it, but Advaita Vedanta translates to that. But basically, in Hinduism, they sort of say everything's God, everything's the divine, which is what I was pointing to earlier, which is a nicer, warmer, fuzzier way of saying it. Now, if everything's the same, if everything's divine, then there's nothing, right? There's nothing that stands out. Then you could say nothing exists, because if everything's the same, then what's different? And then that's like how you get Buddhism says there's nothing. I don't know if you've heard that, right? Buddhism says there's no God. There's the void. There's nothingness. To me, again, it's like it's two sides of the same coin. It's like it's thought, it's interpretation of it. It's they're both pointing at the same thing, but you're using words to explain it. It's yeah.
But Cisco, like going back to that movie analogy,
the screen,
you like the screen, yeah?
Because
go ahead.
I've heard people say like you're the director, you're the actor in it, and then now. So
you're
just
the screen, bro. You're the screen. Look. You can have a frightening scene, right? For example, and it's not going to damage the screen, right? So we don't like. You can move through the experience without
like a scary movie. Yeah. It's not truly going to jump out at you,
right?
But, okay, so you have the choice between stimulus and response. Okay, interesting. But is there no projection element towards the screen, or you just are the, you know what I'm saying? Because you're saying stories behind the screen will be projecting out.
Go ahead, James. I didn't really understand this question.
No, I mean, I love it too. I think this is our ego, let's say, right? And I'm not ready to let go of everything, right? Like, I'm not willing to say, like, I'm doing nothing, like, here, which is what, if we go deeper into non-duality, this is what it says, right? There's no thinker, like, you don't think your thoughts, which is, I'm fully okay with that one, because what's really landed for me the last couple of years is, like, I've been having intrusive thoughts, really challenging thoughts. And before that, I was like, oh, I'm so smart, I'm so clever, like, thinking I'm like, that was, again, one of my compensation strategies growing up. When you start to have thoughts that you don't like so much, like, you're like, start to ponder, are you actually the thinker? So non-duality says you're not the thinker. You don't think your thoughts, they just come in. And it also says you're not the doer either. Like, I use the divine, saying it's just the divine flowing through. And Hinduism talks about God's Leela, God's play, that if we are all one, like, it's just the divine dance. Like, we're not really going to solve the world's problems. There is nothing wrong with the world, because it is just how it is. Like, it's all just flowing. It's all just this divine dance of grace. And the ego is this false sense of I. Like, we do have the true I guess, which is our felt sense of that. When you close your eyes and you went through all of that and you're like, okay, I'm still here. Like, what is that? That's the true I, which is the I we all share. Like, that's the same I for Bruno, yourself, Cisco, and me, and everyone in the world. That is the one I. We obviously don't think that. We think, oh, this is me and Bruno's separate from me. But that's what non-duality is pointing to. That felt sense of I is the one I. But our ego latches onto actions, like, I'm moving my hands now, and says, I'm doing it. This is James moving his hands. But all of that is thought. Like, when you got to that same point, Cisco, right? Like, saying, oh, I've gone through all this, and then, like, without thought, like, there's no thought here. Like, I have to think that's my hand and claim this is my hand. Otherwise, things are just happening. Like,
right. You have to claim it. You're right. Otherwise, you're just like, well, it's just shit's happening. Wow.
Which is beautiful, right? Like, that's like the dance of duality. It's like God. It's like forgetting you're God and then claiming I'm just this little separate self. I'm not everything. But that's obviously what non-duality is pointing to. It's like, no, you're everything. You just think you're Cisco. I just think I'm James, and it's that keyword think. It's thought.
Hey, so when do you think this experiment is over and God will say, okay, I had enough fun. I want to remember now. And so what happens then, bro? Let me ask you that. Vibe Sesh, the question of the century, bro. I don't know where this shit comes from. Go ahead, James Bailey. What do you think about that?
I think that's what happens when you die. We'll see. Who knows? But when you non-duality, certainly, and I'm not going to say I'm not afraid of death, but it's certainly, when you go into it a bit deeper, it starts to break that fear up. Like,
wow. Tell us. I don't want to be scared of dying, because I'm old now. I'm 51. So I got to start thinking about these things. Tell me. Go ahead and tell me why we shouldn't worry about death. Really, I'm curious. Yeah.
Well, it obviously depends what you identify with, doesn't it, then? If you can follow that logic of non-duality, I mean, just go back to that exercise we did. Like,
yeah, you're right. Why am I afraid of death?
Your ego is scared.
Yeah,
your ego.
It's all ego.
Damn. Oh my god.
Which
I'm blown today. The best vibe session ever, guys. Everybody, give it up to James. And we always.
I'm glad for that.
Damn. Oh.
I think. That's probably right. Like, the ego is the one who's going to die. And this is what a lot of things, I think this comes from the Sufi tradition, say. It's like, what is enlightenment? It's to die before you die. It is ego death. It's to stop thinking you're this little individual sense of self and realize your oneness with the universe and everything. And then you are free. Like, who knows what comes next, but we obviously all assume it's death and lights out. And maybe it is. Who knows what happens? Like, I'm not going to say I know what happens next. Obviously, you've got all these nice near-death experiences and everything like that that make you feel cozy. Equally, on the other hand, there's a lot of people who bring a whole lot of fear into it. Like, you know, if you don't do the right stuff, obviously hell and heaven and hell and all this, and there's various machinations of that. It's, who knows? But I don't think it's something to be afraid of anymore. It's just going to be some, like, new experience for awareness.
And I feel like now I'm slowly understanding, because I talk to people that seem to be more enlightened, and what the common theme comes, they're like further ahead of me on this thing. They say, no fear. There's no more fear. No fear. Like, there's nothing to fear because of all this, right? Like, fear is a big one, right? In terms of our emotions, and it prevents us from doing a lot of things that we should be doing, et cetera, right? Like, but no fear. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, all fear ultimately comes from that separation. All fear comes from thinking you are a separate self. That's the root of all fear. And that's why social media is a beautiful thing, because you got to show up as yourself, and it's bringing that fear of separation up. It's like, can I like just show myself and be who I am? It's like, well, if you're one with everyone, like, nothing's going on here. Like, you're not separate, but obviously that's confronting that fear of separation. I mean, the trippiest thing for me, I don't know for you, Bruno, obviously you're doing it a lot too, like sharing videos of yourself, like editing and looking at videos of yourself. Like, I don't know, has it become trippy for you at times? Like, I'm just like editing the video of me looking at it. I'm like, sometimes it's
you
like,
know what?
when you lose,
it's not trippy for me, but what I do is I'm just like watching my video like 30 times. Literally, I'm watching 30 minutes of my own video because I cannot believe that's me. It was very cringy in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like the first like 30 videos, I can't even rewatch those videos. I will be in so much pain. I'm in so cringe mode. I cannot finish those videos. But now I make a video, I'm like, damn, this was the best video ever, brother. You put your heart and soul into it. And I'm like, wow, that's the experience I'm having right now. Well, I just love it because I feel like I'm being more and more authentic. And in fact, I decided as a content creator, because I could make videos to get millions of views. I know how. Like, there's certain things you can do now. People like validation. So you make those kinds of videos, right? And it'll get a lot of views. But now I decided, like, everything that I talk about has to serve, and it has to be as truthful and as accurate as possible. You know what I mean? So instead of like chasing the numbers, I'm becoming more and more, aligned to what I really want to do, And it's just been amazing because oh man. So James, for our audience, for Cisco, what do you encourage every single person to post and get involved in social media? Because I really feel like I'm beginning to think yes, because like, especially with how the algorithms are, everybody's going to find each other somehow. If you truly put out your authentic self, I feel like the algorithms are going to match you up. But what are your thoughts on this? Like, do you encourage everyone to post, or what do you think? It's not for everyone.
Yeah, well, exactly. Why not? But yeah, I think it's not for everyone. Probably, like, nothing is, right? Like, you can't say everything's for everyone. But yeah, why not? Everyone should give it a go. And it's like anything in life, I guess. I think just consistency and persistence, you can do anything in life, right? Like, why not? You could learn to be a world-class pianist if you just put the effort in and try. Like, anyone can do anything. It's just the consistency. I think that's like, there is natural talent to a degree. And I guess if someone's a bit more extroverted and outgoing, they're going to have an easier time on social media. but then they might get views quicker and this type of thing. But it's not to say that someone who's not can't. And the people who are like that, which would be me, myself, probably, and maybe Cisco, and I don't know, maybe you too, Bruno.
Me too.
When you actually do that and you actually get through it, and you don't get the easy likes because you're good looking or you've got a good body or whatever it is that like a lot of people do get immediate success on Instagram, let's say, but it's kind of a bit cheap, right? It's like you're just taking the easy path. If you actually had to do more of the shadow work, you've had to post the content like we all have and get no views, and your ego gets bruised and challenged, and it's an ego death process constantly. Now, on the other side of that, your ego gets a bit bigger, like yours might be now, Bruno, and mine is at times too. Like it dies, and then it probably becomes a bit bigger. But if you can keep the awareness of that and not get lost in it, and not think you are God, even though you are, but don't think it. Like,
you are
don't walk around being like,
bro.
I got it all fucking sorted out.
T-shirt, bro. That is a fucking T-shirt right there. Oh my gosh, you are God, but don't think you're God. Oh my God, if you understand,
I like that.
Oh my God. Wow, amazing. Go ahead. Yes,
we should do that. We should make a set of t-shirts.
Yeah. Hey, but so tell us what you have learned then, because you're saying this is shadow work and you're recent on the scene. So, but like your early read, what's been going on? Hey, by the way, when did you start posting actively? And tell us about like what you learned from this experience yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when did I've been posting actively for, probably since November last year. I think there's a period where you're kind of like, let's say, yelling into the void almost would be what I would call it, where you're just like posting. You've gotten over that fear of like, what are other people going to think of me? But then you're not playing the game, like I said, or you're not doing the things, or you either don't know what you're meant to do, or because you haven't done a course. I mean, I don't know how you've figured things out, Bruno, but like, you can just throw a video up of yourself talking or rambling on, right? And if no one watches the first 3 seconds, you get no retention, then no one watches it. No one sees you. So it doesn't matter. Like, even if you were Buddha and spitting absolute gold, like, if no one watches your video, then like no one sees you. So you do have to.
Yeah. Yeah. But see, the thing with me is I literally, so this is, let's contrast that because it's very interesting. Even with the hook thing, like I don't really focus on my hook. You know what I'm saying? Like I do, like I try to test some hooks with AI, but it's like I'm not like super and in fact, my skip rate is pretty high, you know, on a lot of my videos. But I don't know what's going on. But I still getting follows and things like that. So somehow the algorithms are still locating the right people for the message that I'm sending out, right? Like, so for me, literally January 16th. So it's been my story is that it's been like a 10-year journey. Like I'll save that. And then now I've become the 5 samurai. And what were we talking about, Cisco? I forgot.
You're talking about your journey. How many you're at right now posting?
Oh yeah. So I started posting. So finally I got to the point, and I started Vibe Sesh with Cisco here on another platform. We did that for a year. I was a host on a language platform. So I was being forged during this period, right? I was doing everything for fun, but without even realize it, I was being forged to do this, right? I forgot again, bro. I am so sorry.
So you said January 16th, was it?
January 16th, yeah. So
January How many, yeah.
I pressed the button. I said to myself, I'm just going to make a talking head video. I don't care about lighting. I'm just going to use my iPhone. I made it as frictionless as possible because I was delaying for so many years, even though I got a lot of signs saying, do it. You're amazing, right? Yeah. And so finally, whatever universe, whatever source, finally, I pressed the record button. And like it was I was even talking about like communication, because actually my day job is I'm a communication coach for international professionals. So I was making videos like that, and like I thought to myself, I'll talk about something that I know. And so I just made
Yeah.
a video. I used AI. I do a lot of brainstorming with AI, right? And the
Yeah.
scripting and everything. It's a huge process. And so that's what I did. And then I posted, oh, accountability. I said to myself, you're going to finally do this, and you're going to promise yourself that you're going to do 100 videos, one video per day. And no matter what happens, no engagement, no anything, you are going to keep going. Right. And so that was a commitment to me. And then I pressed the record and I started adjusting. At first, I was talking about communications, very cringe, and slowly kind of got better at all these things. So yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't take a
Beautiful.
course. Yeah. And like I didn't super focus. What I really focused on in my content was like really getting engaged in the comments and really understanding what people needed, which then started guiding me towards like better and content that would serve people, which I think I'm
Yeah.
doing now. So yeah, that was my
Beautiful.
journey. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's pretty quick, right? Like, obviously
Mm-hmm.
it happens for a lot of people, but I mean, so how many followers did you have in January 16th then?
0.
0.
Yeah. So it's been 6 months that I've grown to where I am, man. Yeah. It's
6
been
months,
very,
you've grown 500,000 followers. That's pretty good. Well, I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. I'd be interested to know others who've done that.
Like on by the way, I started on TikTok on January 16th, and it took me 3 extra months to get on Instagram, because I had some problems signing in or this and that, but it took
So
me
it's
an
half
extra.
the time
So it's
on
half the
Instagram.
time on Instagram. Now I have more followers on Instagram than TikTok, and I
That's
love
more
Instagram much more.
insane. That's more insane,
You
Bruno.
understand? And I was just posting the old videos. Obviously, I wasn't making new videos, but I was posting the old videos from TikTok to my
Yeah.
Instagram and then it just started taking off. Yeah, which is crazy, right? So yeah.
Yeah, awesome. It's, yeah, that's a pretty amazing story, because that's not the norm, right?
Mm-hmm.
Most people will be, I mean, the consistency is beautiful. And you've obviously, I mean, you're at a point in your life, I guess, where you're not going to bullshit yourself anymore. You've really tried, and you've obviously healed it. You've obviously healed enough of whatever was going to hold you back in the past. Like, if you really posted for 100 days straight, like, most people can't do that, right? Most people can't even post for, I don't know, a week straight. Like, that is something I did. I did post for 30 days straight too. And that definitely helped me get over that fear of being seen. And like, for me, perfectionism was a big thing. Like, this video needs to be like perfect, whatever that means. Like, so that really got me over that. That's something that was holding me back. That holds a lot of people back. Thinking you don't know enough, thinking everyone's smarter than you and everyone's like said everything that can be said on the topic, and like, this guy's got like hundreds of thousands of followers, like, so they know everything. Like, why would I post a video? It's like, yeah, all the things, right? You can say, the things you say to yourself to hold yourself back. It's all these things we say to keep ourselves small. It's like, well,
hey, so James,
that's where
do you catch yourself fast like that when you're thinking like that? Because you're a non-dual guy, you studied, like, I mean, so you feel like you did actually starting to post, did your background in non-dualism and all that help you move quicker, or what would that experience be like? Yeah, for you.
I mean, for me, and I don't know for you, Bruno, but like, where non-duality came in, like, non-duality made no sense to me before. Like, it was only this past, say, year and a half where I've been really through a dark period myself, that stop thinking you're the thinker and all this stuff. Stop identifying so much. Your ego starts to get a few cracks in it. Like, if you've got a very strong egoic sense of self, like I probably did before, like, when you hear non-duality to me just made no sense. Like, I was just like, what? Like, that's not the answer. Like, I'm just going to keep going trying to figure out my life and make more money or whatever. Like, so non-duality really has only landed for me in the last year, or even less, actually. I don't know if you've heard of Landmark. Have you heard of Landmark, that course? Like,
I wanted
a lot
you
of
to
people.
talk. Yeah. Tell us more, because I know you that. So just so much to talk to you about, James. So like, give us a summary, like, and set us up, because there's so many interesting parts of your journey, and I think one of the most, like, I want you to talk more about it, but the whole entities thing, the demons stuff that you talk about, like, what was that all about? I didn't really understand what was going on. So maybe you can take us from there, and then, like, how you ended up at Landmark, and you even talked about therapy. I want to know how, you went through a certain type of therapy, I think, which you found useful. So set us up with all that. Yeah.
All right. It's going to be a long story. We'll try and keep it short.
It's okay. Yeah. It's an interesting one. Here we go, guys. Buckle up.
So, where do we start? Let's say, well, we'll lay a little bit of groundwork. My upbringing, my mum was Jehovah's Witness. So I was exposed to a lot of the concepts like demons and hell and all this stuff at a young age.
Wow.
I broke away from that. My dad wasn't religious, so we kind of had this dual experience of one religious person and the other not. So that was an interesting upbringing. But that was obviously in my subconscious sitting there, right? Like, and at 12, 13, like, my logical brain really developed. I'm like, Mum, who created God? Like, Mum couldn't answer me that one, so I just pulled away from it. I studied engineering finance, went into corporate finance for a couple of years, worked there, went backpacking. After that, quit. I'm like, maybe money's not the answer. Like, seeing all these guys who are multimillionaires, and like, that was some of my intuitive ability there. Still, like, these guys aren't happy. Like,
explain that. How do you know?
Probably not the answer.
But how do you know they're not happy? Like,
Well, I can only look back on it now and say that, right? Like, at the time, but as like, I worked for 2.5 years and then I quit. Like, I was like, well, I don't think this is for me. Like, and a lot of people, I guess, don't make that decision and just keep working and get stuck in that cycle of just chasing money.
But you don't think they're happy because they're chasing money, but they have a great family, they have a great relationships, and other stuff.
Again, I'm saying this. I can't speak for anyone else, can I? Okay, but this is my interpretation.
Got it.
This is what I interpreted, and so I quit after that. Went backpacking, went traveling. Anyway, then that was where I found inner dance. Was in the Philippines. Was from a friend I met in India. Before this, I did.
What is inner dance? You're an inner dance coach, right? What is inner dance?
Inner dance facilitator, yeah. It's a process using sound that takes you on a hero's journey. So it's like a sound medicine practice, I guess. So we using sound back in the day when Pi, the founder, first created it and founded it with some other facilitators and developed it into using sound. We build the sound up in a series of waves that kind of match like REM sleep. So you go through like a couple of waves where it pushes you into your sympathetic, like it triggers you a bit. It brings stuff up to be worked through, but then drops you back down into very delta relaxing states. And it doesn't necessarily trigger everyone, but it can. And it's just, it holds you in a very beautiful space for seeing things differently and working through things. And a very powerful experience for me initially, because I was obviously very logical, studied engineering finance, very left brain, and I had done some Vipassana and yoga before this in India, so I was opening up a little bit, some of that more intuitive side, let's say. But anyway, this first experience of inner dance I had, like, my body started moving on its own. Like, my hips were moving, it first started in my fingers and toes, like they're just like moving like this, and then Like then the facilitator like lifted my arm and then lifted it up, starts moving and like making mudras and stuff, and then this one, and then my hips are moving. I'm like, I remember thinking at the time, like, maybe I've just like, I've got to have more sex, or maybe it's all like repressed sexual energy, like why my hips are moving so much. Like, what's going on here? Anyway, like, what is going on? Like, what is going on?
In your mind, you're like, this is repressed sexual energy while this whole thing is going on during his fucking inner dance therapy. That's amazing. You talk about shit.
Not therapy.
A lot of...
Not therapy, but that's like I mean, this is where the minds go. This is where your minds go, right? It's like, well, some of the things that come in, like, you can't make logical sense of it. Anyway, for me, that was mind blown, because before that I was very logical, like make money, get a job, get a house,
that
whatever.
Like taking 5 grams of mushrooms. That's the equivalent, you're saying.
It can, yeah, some people equate inner darts to doing ayahuasca or something like that. Like people go out, people go out of their bodies and have all kinds of experiences.
I gotta try this shit. Wow.
You don't want to set expectations. But
James, so you're a facilitator. Tell us about the successful facilitations. What happened to these people that you facilitated?
Well, this was my first session ever that I did myself, and so that was very eye-opening for me, I guess. That kind of broke a lot of paradigms of like what's going on here, because before that I was very, very logical. So then you kind of open up to this more spiritual side. You're like, what's happening here? Like, you stop thinking everything's so logical and makes everything that just, it has to make sense. Like, you stop moving away from that science side a little bit, like, I'm going to figure everything out through logic, and you start to just open up to possibility a bit more. So then I did a 5-day training with Inner Dance because it was perfectly designed that he was doing a training. And I had some very powerful experiences there. That it wasn't until, I mean, that was the first time being an overthinker that I had a moment where I was like, I actually was the witness. Like, I was like, my mind went blank during one of the sessions, which was like, it depends on a relative sense if that's powerful for you or not. For me, it was very powerful at the time, because I thought I was the thinker. I'm like, I'm thinking these thoughts in my head. Like, that's me, right? Like, the one who's thinking these thoughts. Like, I was so heavily identified with that. And when my mind went blank and I'm like, oh, there's someone else here. Like, actually had an experience of the witness, truly. So that was very powerful for me. And then I had another experience afterwards where, after the session finished, I went to the bathroom. And it was like I was doing everything I was meant to be doing, but I wasn't doing it, which was actually a very non-dual experience. But I had no framework for that at the time. Like and Inner Dance isn't necessarily rooted in non-duality. So, but I was like washing my hands, and I was like, everything just felt right. Like I was exactly where I was meant to be doing it. I was doing everything was just perfect, but it was like that sense of self of me doing it had kind of gone for like about 1 minute. Like, it wasn't me anymore doing it, but I didn't feel I was oneness with everything, but the egoic sense of self had broken away a little bit. So these were very powerful experiences that I didn't really realize the magnitude of. I was more attracted to everyone's like talking about, oh, I revisited my past lives and I left my body during this Inner Dance. And I'm like, oh, I just thought I wasn't my mind anymore. Like the things that ego does, right? You're like chasing experiences, chasing peak experiences.
So you're saying they didn't have that experience when they were under the Inner Dance, whatever? They didn't have those...
they did. Well, everyone has, you don't know what anyone experiences. But I'm just saying, like, I had powerful experiences, but then my ego said, no, that's not powerful enough. Like, I want what they had. Like, I want to go out of my body.
Kind of like when Harry met Sally and she has the orgasm and she's like, I'll have that.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll have that.
Which is what we're doing which is basically what we are doing our whole lives, right? It's like, you missed the magic right under your nose.
Yeah.
Like, that's where, again, non-duality for me. It's like, what's the alternative to all this? It's like the void, nothingness.
But James,
like,
so if we follow your non-dual logic, which was amazing, right, Cisco? So check this out. This is a really important question. So like, if we buy or we agree with, like, it seems very logical, and we are the divine, right, James? We're all the divine, right? Assuming everything that you said that's the logical conclusion, correct? We are all divine.
Yes.
Okay, so if we are if we are all the divine, so how should we live our lives? Like, what's your advice if you feel that framework, the non-dual, and you understand the logic and you believe it and you really want to live it? Like, how should we live our lives given we know about non-duality?
You just do what you do, because non-duality is going to say there is no doer there. Like, you're not doing anything.
Well, that's so nihilistic. Let's now bring in nihilism, because you made a video about this, and I'm feeling nihilistic now, James, because I'm more just talking to you. I thought I would feel more connected or something.
You've got to go through all these things, because nihilism's just fear, right? Like, it's just fear coming up. Like, you've got to go into that. What is that? You've got to go into that darkness and come out the other side and go, well, fuck it. Like, I can either be stuck in nihilism and afraid, or I can be the same, like nothing matters, and just live my life. Like,
that's true. There's only two choices. Damn.
Because everyone's afraid. Like, you don't want to be nihilistic. Nihilistic is stupid, I guess. But like, what's it pointing to? Like, why would you be nihilistic? It's like, you've got to go into that. What's there? And then you've got to come out the other side of that and go, well, I don't know, but why would you not live your life and do as amazing things as possible? Like, you are the divine transcended into a human form. Like, go and fucking live your life and do whatever you want. Like,
literally whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Like, so that's interesting. So if this is my implication. So when I asked you, how do you live your life? Like, what does that mean, James? Like, to just live. If I want to just play video games all day, cool. Like, it's cool.
If that truly makes you happy, why not? If you are fully immersed in the video game, why not? But you're probably not, are you? You probably are immersed in it, because you are losing that sense of self. You're losing the egoic sense of self. That's why people play video games, is because they don't have to keep up the facade of I'm James Bailey anymore. James Bailey's gone. I'm one with the video game. It is a non-dual state. It is a flow state. When you're playing a video game, you're fully immersed in it. Which is kind of, you could use as an analogy of what we're doing here. It's like the divine playing a video game. It's the same. It's like, it's the same type of thing. But are you doing it are you doing it for escapism, because you're not happy with your life the way it is, and you can't show up fully, and I don't know, like, you get too many hate comments when you posted your first video, so you've just given up on social media, or your boss is an asshole, so you can't face it and you can't quit and go get a new job, so you just drown your sorrows in a video game. Then that would not be using a video game or using your life in the best way, would it?
But what does that mean, best way? It's all non-dual, bro. What's the best way? Exactly.
Like, it's up to you, isn't it? Even though it's not. It's like, it's all one big paradox. But what do you...
I'm so confused. I thought I was going to get enlightened today. I'm more fucking confused than ever, bro.
Good.
Holy shit. Wow. We are the divine. Damn. Cisco, how do you interpret all this? Yeah. Go ahead, Cisco. What are you thinking right now?
Kill the Buddha. I don't know.
James Bailey, man.
I didn't claim I was the Buddha. Then definitely didn't say that.
No, I was referencing his video from.
I know.
Like you said something like you are God, but you're not. There's like you guys were joking about a T-shirt too. It made me think about that.
I think we should make that T-shirt. I've been wanting to make a T-shirt for a while, Bruno. You've got the audience to sell it. You've got the audience to sell it.
We'll do collaboration. Let's do a collaboration. Whatever
let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's collaborate. This is amazing. I'm so happy that James is so cool. What do you think, Cisco, so far?
Yeah, it's a very grounding conversation, and it's just making me think like language is like the technology of the ego, right? And it needs to live through our attention on it. And then when you completely remove it, it's starved of any attention and it dies. And then, I love the lose the five senses. And it's just like, what are you? And then just coming back to that source, I have to simply kind of meditate on it more. And I think if you could put yourself in the really relaxed state where your body feels heavy on like a bed too, you can really just focus at that point. I really appreciated the conversation overall. I mean, you just never have these conversations on a daily basis. So I feel like I've been needing it
on a daily basis.
I've been needing it too, because of like, I'm trying to start my social media journey, and there's just a lot of triggering that's going to happen, and it's opportunities to breathe into it and detach from it, and then just keep pushing forward.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think that's where, for me, like non-duality, like trying to understand it logically and this type of thing, like, oh, I've got it now. Like that's not the answer, but it is a better frame. It's a better framework. It's a better framework than what most of us are doing, which is like, I'm a separate individual self and like God's outside and everyone else is doing their own thing, which they obviously are, but it's like, oh, it's just poor little old me, like in this big, bad, scary world. And like, I'm going to post a video on social media and some people are going to hate it. And like, what's going to happen if I do this? Or I can't ask my boss for a raise because like, I don't know if he's going to say no, or I can't ask for a promotion, or I can't ask that girl out. It's like, it all comes from that fear and that sense of separation. Like you are a separate self. That's how we obviously come into this world as a separate self through, like, as a child, I don't know, have you got kids, Bruno? But
no.
They say like children don't have that sense of self when they're like, they've obviously got their wants and their needs to be safe and to fully come into a human body. But like as a 1-year-old, they don't know they're a separate self yet. Like they just, they do think they are one with everything. Like they're like, where's the outside? And they gradually go through that, listening to everyone else who thinks they're a separate self, talking like, oh, this is me, that's you. You get called a name, and you develop an individual sense of self. Like it's all through. It is all through language, like and thought, and then obviously the first thought that comes into your head. I am and I aren't God, so I don't know, but the first thought that I think comes into your head that's an actual thought is I. It's when you recognize the name people have been calling you and you say, that's me. You claim it. That's the start of the ego is I'm James. Oh, they've been saying this name.
The start of the ego starts with I. That's another T-shirt right there. The start of the ego starts with I. That's another T-shirt or coffee mug right there. James, we're going to become gazillionaires. Let's collab. We got to I really feel like we should do some kind of course. I'm lazy, so you do all the work, and I'll get 5%. Great deal, 5%.
Why not?
No, but really, like the way you're explaining non-duality, bro, you got to get out there, man. You got to make more videos. We got to create a course together. Really, like you're amazing.
Sounds good.
How you. Oh my God. Did you know how great of a teacher you are or no?
Well, I like to keep myself humble, but yeah, I have not taught non-duality and I don't want to become a teacher of non-duality because like your video about Kill the Buddha points to, like, I don't want to get stuck in that guru trap. Like, you see, there's so many beautiful teachers on YouTube, like, and the famous ones at the moment. And I mean, they are amazing teachers. But it's like, to me, it's like when they try and answer any question, like that's what makes you a guru. When like someone comes to you and asks you a question and you can't say, I don't know the answer to that. It's like, that's the point you become a guru. And you've kind of, to me, then probably built another cage where, is that the truth or not? I don't know. I mean, it doesn't matter at the end of the day, but then if that like traps you into not then being authentic and true, if something then comes up in your life, like that's how I think all these things like sexual scandals and that happen with gurus and this type of thing, is because they've like, oh, now I'm the perfect one. I'm the guru. Like I need to know everything. And like they can't be authentic and own their own shit and their own humanity. So
do you think there are gurus that don't fall into the guru trap, or do they all fall into the guru trap? What do you think? On some level,
well,
you know,
I think there would be there's the exceptions. Like, I mean, I'm going to name names, and I don't know, but like someone like Ramana Maharshi, I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah.
He's like one of the famous non-dual teachers. Well, even though it's not non-duality, but that's what he's pointing out. He's the one who talks about self-inquiry, like, who are you? Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, I don't know exactly when, but I think the last 20 or 30 years, his teaching was silence. He just sat in silence and just, like, I'm not going to talk anymore because language, like we've looked at, Cisco, is not the answer. Like, he's like, people aren't getting this. They think it's something to intellectualize. Like, I'm just gonna be silent, and you're either gonna get through the presence of like what I'm trying to imply here, that it's right here, right now. There is nothing to do. Like, it's just right here. Don't think. Like, where's the separation without thought? Like, you're it.
But James, let me ask you something. So you're still on your non-duality journey, right? And I feel like what you're saying is, you know, you're on your path, but you just still feel separate. You don't feel that full oneness yet.
No,
no. How do you get there then? What do you think needs to happen? What's happening there that you're not able to feel the oneness? Just more ego? You need to strip away the egos and all that? Like, what is necessary for you to reach full connectedness? And is that possible, you think?
I think so. Obviously, for me, there's fear. I think that's the thing that holds everyone back, right? And it holds you back in all kinds of degrees, like we said. It holds you back from posting on social media, holds you back from asking for a promotion, holds you back from asking the girl out. Like, it's all fear. And the biggest fear is obviously losing that is your ego, as well as the ego death. And that's what people do take psychedelics to experience, is ego death. But true ego death, sustained ego death, is like, there's going to be a lot of fear you're going to have to face there. I'd say that's what's holding me back. People talk about enlightenment, and that in a non-dual sense, it's like, it's not something you can actually do though. Like, it's the grace of God or the grace of the divine, if that actually happens to you. Like, you can meditate all you want forever, but you can't force enlightenment. You can't you can't make it happen. So anyone who's selling you a course saying this is going to make you enlightened is lying. Like, and I think that's a lot of teachers, and maybe people who do, if they really have had it, and then try and teach it to others, it's like the way they got there is not the way you're going to get there. Like, that's the paradox of this thing. It's like we're all one, but everyone's got a separate path to get to oneness.
Yeah.
So
and your motto is like, stop seeking, start living, right? Stop seeking, start living. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Stop seeking, start living. So let's we're ending the end of our Go ahead.
That for me came from that was from what came to me from Landmark. Was I was definitely seeking, like, that first inner dance experience in 2014 that really opened that spirituality up for me. That's where you go from, or I did, and a lot of people do, who go into the spiritual space, you go from materialism to spirituality. You've dropped the bigger house, bigger car, better job for enlightenment or the search for wholeness or healing, whatever it is. And that's where you've turned your seeking behavior from a bigger house, more money into spirituality. And so that was what I was doing, consuming a lot of spiritual material, reading a lot of books, thinking I just need to get more answers and then I'll become enlightened or something like this, like thinking the knowledge is in a book, thinking the knowledge is in a book somewhere, like, and it was really that 3-day landmark course, which has roots in Zen Buddhism. It's got, like, a lot of people talk about it being a cult, and certainly got some aspects that aren't maybe great, but it's got a core of like some Zen Buddhism in there. And on that 3rd day, they really like they go into you, and you've got a choice then to either like kind of get it, or you're like, nah, what's going on? I don't understand, and your ego fights it, kind of thing. But really, for me, that collapsed the seeking. I was like, in that moment, I'm like, oh yeah, it's like it's here now. Like, where else is there to be or go? Like,
but James, but then, like, your Instagram, what's the mission then? Why are you there? Because, like, like, you're doing that for yourself as well. Is that it, or is there a mission for your page? Because you do say that you're a non-dual person, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I've said what I've said. I've said non-duality for non-duality, not spiritual bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
but non-duality.
I didn't say I'm a.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the philosophy, if you want to say, that I'm interested in, and the framework for life that I'm interested in, versus little old me on this planet with external influence influencing me, and poor old me and the victim story. Like, that doesn't interest me anymore. So yeah, I'm like you. I want to help people as much as possible come back to that truth and realize it. That, like, whether or not you actually realize it, but at least start to question your beliefs and your understandings and everything you take for granted. Like, obviously, everyone's walking around like they're their own individual separate self, and this sense that I'm a separate self, and everything kind of reinforces that, but to just question it. And then you can really start to liberate yourself on more and more degrees and start to see through the ego.
Damn.
And then when you can start to see through the ego a little bit, and that sense of little old me in the world starts to fall away, then that's when you can have the courage and the confidence to go and put yourself out there, to post a bit more on social media, or ask for the raise, or get the promotion, or build the brand, or whatever it is, right? It's like, that's the basis of the understanding that really helps you. Because if you think you're this little poor individual sense of self and bad things can happen to you, which bad experiences can happen, but it's all, again, it's relative, and it's how you label it, isn't it? Like, it's just an experience until you say it's bad.
Yeah, it's
but
a
that's
label
obviously
and point
like
in time, right? Bad and good is just a label and point in time, right? Like, it's just a label. Yeah.
It's all duality, isn't it? It's like, bad doesn't mean anything except in reference to something else. Like, if you had that Matrix scene where there's just like blankness, like whiteness, and like, I don't know, you have the devil there or something, like, just within this space of nothingness. It's like, it doesn't mean anything unless you've got something to reference it against, to say that's the devil, or that's bad, or this is a bad experience. It's like, it's just an experience until you come in with a mind and say, oh, this is bad.
I think James is destined to be a guru. What do you think, Cisco? This dude is dropping bangers and bars and songs. You're gonna be a guru soon, dude. Mark my words.
He has a lot of wisdom, which I really appreciate him sharing. I will say that. I know he doesn't want to be the guru, but
Hey, James,
I
but tell
learned a
us
lot.
about James. Tell us why your post where you were naked got banned.
Apparently, you can't post that on Instagram.
Did you
I,
show
I,
your
I,
private parts, bro? You showed your private
no,
parts? Ah,
no.
and they took it down just because of you didn't have a shirt?
Oh, I was completely naked, but I was holding my private
Ah,
parts. But
really? That's banned? Damn, they're really conservative on that. What are you talking
well,
about? You see all these girls with all their butts and everything hanging out, and they're gonna ban you for
no,
that?
exactly, exactly. I don't know what happened if somebody flagged it or not because it's pretty funny. But it's still up as a trial. It's still up as a trial reel. I'll send it to you because I posted it as a trial reel first, and that's still up. So clearly the
Hey,
AI or whatever isn't consistent. But I did flag it for a review. I flagged it for a review and said this doesn't violate your things, and they said it does. So, and it's on Facebook. It's on
Yeah.
Facebook as well. It's on my
yeah.
Facebook. So
Hey,
I
so
don't know.
James, so for AI, since you're non-dual, it's not good or bad. It's just it is what it is. Or what do you think about AI? What do you think about AI?
Yeah, no, definitely it is. It is what it is. Like
It is what
yeah,
it is. The greatest fucking invention of all time. It is what it is. See, it's so nihilistic. I can't do this. I don't want to be. I want to forget all my non-dualism because I'm so excited about AI. I don't like this. It is what it is.
well,
I'm
there's
very.
equally you're on that side of the camp. There's equally a whole bunch of people on this side who think it's the end of the world, right?
Oh, but you want to sit on top, so you're not involved in this bullshit. Damn,
Well,
damn.
I can see both sides. Who knows what's going to happen? Like I don't know what's going to happen.
Mm.
Do you know what's going to happen?
No, James, do you miss drinking or what? I would have loved to have some wine with you, some Australian wine. Like what, what happened? Tell us about your stop drinking and no coffee. What's that all about?
I did say that that was I put that up as a headline, but I do drink occasionally still. Like
Oh,
I'm
you
not,
do. Okay, okay.
I don't not drink, but I get to that point, which maybe you're at now, Bruno, I don't know, but that point where you've enjoyed it and you want more, that's the
Yeah.
point I stop at now.
No, I
So
can't
like
stop.
I'll have,
You're more advanced. You're more advanced. Like I see. You see this a little bit of here, and I say I'm not gonna drink this. I'm gonna. It's almost a bottle, right? But I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna order a hamburger right after this and finish this fucking bottle. I already know, but it's non-dual, so we're all good, right? No, no
exactly.
good. I'm the divine. That's what I want to do. Cisco, do you have any questions?
You're gonna you might have some good dreams tonight, but you probably won't because you've had too much wine. But otherwise, you'll be having some interesting dreams.
Cisco, what do you think? Do you have any questions for our beautiful guest, Mr. James Bailey? You.
No, but I would say like I liked how he's just sharing that we're all the same consciousness, and then it's just our ego is trying to separate us by individualizing us, and yeah, it's making me think a lot more. And it's interesting because we had a guest that was all about duality, and it's funny to
Who?
hear.
Who?
Was it Tara or was it,
Oh, yeah. She wrote a book called
or
The
it might have been someone
Duality.
else? But her whole premise is like both sides, and then it's interesting to just say no, non-duality. There's, you have a hard selection rather than the balance of two, unless I'm misinterpreting it. But
You're right. You're right. Because
Well,
the framing I got from the duality, James, from that, uh, it made sense to me at the time because she was also saying like she wrote a book called Duality or something like that. It had something to do with duality, and she's a poet as well. And she was just taught, and she said there's like different, that you should enjoy both sides. So in some ways, it is non-dual. She's saying like
yeah,
both sides come together, and you got to enjoy the good and the bad, and the spicy and the sweet, and So I do feel like
yeah,
maybe she wasn't using the non-dual language, Cisco, but I think the way I was feeling it was non-dual, which is interesting. So I'm
yeah,
even.
yeah. Because with his coin thing, like that was all of it's true. So I guess she was kind of saying it, but was it really non-duality? I don't know. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
If it's all right, you know, there's
No,
no
exactly.
wrong
It
answer.
is. It is. You don't want to, like, non-duality, you don't want to reject anything. Non-duality is
even duality.
non-duality is oneness. Non-duality encompasses everything. It is the divine. It's God. Like, what's your definition for God? It's like, I don't know. It's not the guy on the Sistine Chapel anymore, I hope, for most people, but it's still, that's such an ingrained image, isn't it? That you can't, that's like the archetype of God. It's like, even you say that's not how you think of God, but really in reality, most people will go there. But what's another definition for God would be like infinite, everywhere, and eternal, like outside of time. So basically it's God's everything, isn't it? Like, so why would you not be God? Why are you not a part of God? Like, but we think of ourselves as this little individual separate sense of self, like poor little me. Rupert Spirit has a beautiful video on this, talking about like the real blasphemy is saying you're your individual sense of separate self. Like the real blasphemy is saying I'm James, not saying I'm God, even though you don't go around saying you are, because it doesn't feel right and it doesn't make sense. And obviously the one who says that through this voice is not God, because I'm not everything, am I? That's my ego talking still. But to say you're cut off from the divine, that's like the real blasphemy. It's like you're saying the divine doesn't go everywhere. God is not everywhere, pervading everything. You're not a part of God. No, yeah, I'm just little poor old me, like, and God's out there. Like, no, that's really blasphemous, because then you're saying God's not everywhere and God's not all powerful, kind of thing. So,
Wow.
Damn.
I mean, everything,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, you can't even talk down on yourself anymore, you know. You are part of the divine.
Right?
You can if you want to. You can if you want, but yeah.
You do whatever you want. Bro, you know what's so free? In this way, it's so freeing. Because you can do whatever the fuck you want. You understand?
Which you always could. Which you always could, but yeah. So I think that's interesting. It's where like non-duality is coming out more in the mainstream, I guess, a bit, right? And this is the wisdom that's in all the traditions. It's kind of been hidden, I guess, because there obviously is a danger here that egos take it and kind of try and control the world and everything, I guess. There's a lot of fear there. And maybe it is what's happening in the world. I don't know. But it's been hidden behind a lot of mysticism and a lot of, like tradition and all these things, that it's not so explicitly stated.
James, but I'm being serious though. Like you did a great job today, man. It was just so interesting. I feel like I'm not a advanced non-dual guy, and I understood a lot, but you made so many ideas so clear for me. And I want to say thank you, and I appreciate you. But I really feel like you gotta bring this out to the world. Don't you think, Cisco? This is your kind of first taste of non-duality, right? Isn't it cool?
Yeah. I really appreciated it, and if he's not talking more about it, he should.
Let's do a course,
James.
I'm
gonna watch some. We'll do a course. I'm gonna watch some of your videos, Bruno, so I get straight to. I hook the audience without using a hook, which is obviously what you're doing. Whatever you're doing through your communication skills, I guess, which is obviously a good background for social media, isn't it? That's probably what's really helped you take off, I guess, is you've got whatever that is.
Because
that you probably don't even. You probably don't even understand that's what you're doing, but it is what you're doing because of your background. But you're like, I'm just being Bruno. But if that's your background, that's obviously what you've got there in the background. So you're not fumbling your words, and you're not like, I don't know, whatever everyone else does, who's like starts on social media, is showing up, but they don't really want to show up because they still haven't really figured themselves out. So they're like, I'll post this video, but I don't actually want to be seen. So I'm going to self-sabotage so I don't actually get seen. So I'll fumble a little bit. I won't use captions, or like I'll say like, "Hi, I'm James" at the start of the video, like I used to, and think that's what you're meant to do. Like, no one cares. They don't need to know your name on every video. Like all the things people do, right? Like you don't do that, I don't think, Bruno, in your videos. Otherwise, you wouldn't have built your audience you have.
Yeah, that's what I say. Vibes don't lie. Vibes, energy don't lie. So whatever I'm doing, I'm just throwing myself out there, James, and trying to be as authentic as possible. Whatever that means, I know. You know.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's now messing everything up, man. All these. I thought that was the thing I'm doing.
Yes.
Authentic. And like, what does it mean to be authentic now? Anyway. Hey, but
when you think you've got everything figured out, that's like the kill the Buddha moment, right?
Yes.
It's like you think you've got it all figured out, fucking question things.
If you think, hey, before we leave, there's so many things we wanted to cover where we should like end in like 7 minutes. But James, let's talk about this because you talked about like I do these breakthrough call coaching sessions, right? So a lot of people come to me and they say, hey, I don't want to reveal anybody, but let's just say they want to make videos and they have, but they, you know, like, so one person came and said to me, this is actually very common. Let's talk about spiritual bypassing, right? Because one thing I noticed, and when I saw your video, I was like, you're the one who introduced me to spiritual bypassing. I was like, what is that? What is that? And so I started researching, and then I realized I've met so many people like that, where they've done years of inner work, and took all the courses, read all the books, right? And they get to a point where they did do true inner work. They've gotten rid of a lot of their demons and this and that, but now they become identified with that. And now it becomes a blind spot because they're like, oh man, I've done all the work. So, you know, I don't know what's going on, but I want to talk to you. And then we talk and I figure out like, what about this? What about, and they're like, wow, okay. You know, like you had the blind spot still. And it's very easy to get into that blind spot. And there's like other people who had very traumatic experiences, right? But then at some point they found Buddhism and meditating. And then and then they haven't dealt with their inner trauma, their like childhood trauma, because they were able to spiritual bypass using what they, you know what I'm saying? And intellectualizing it. Oh, trauma happened, but there's no me. There's no me. So who did the trauma happen to? And
exactly. Yeah.
But you know, on a nervous system level, they haven't dealt with it. So it is dangerous, this spiritual bypassing, because it gives you this sense of, I don't know. But anyway, I want you to talk about it because you do a much better job about spiritual and what this means. Yeah.
I think you've nailed it there. Like that's definitely a risk with non-duality in particular, because it is very heady trying to understand it. Like there is nothing to understand, but there is. It's like it's a paradox for me anyway. I think when you're truly there, it's not a paradox anymore, but it's still a paradox for me. But like, you don't. If you are using it to bypass your pain and suffering and what's alive for you, then that's where, I mean, I don't know. If it helps you, then maybe it's not a bad thing. But if it doesn't help you and you're still in pain and suffering and you're still an asshole to people, even though you think you're enlightened and you think you're spiritual, you've just got this spiritual ego. Oh, I don't exist, but you're still like an asshole to people, like how you actually show up with your loved ones and your family. And that is like that beautiful Ram Dass quote, right? Like you think you're enlightened, go spend a week with your family. I don't know if you've heard that or not, but like it is, that is a beautiful test of where you actually are. How triggered do you get? Are you really free of your own suffering and your own like incessance on how things should be or not? And that's really where you see spiritual bypassing, I guess. But it's very easy to do, right? Like another beautiful analogy is like a fish in water, right? Like a fish doesn't know it's in water, but it is. It's like if you're bypassing, it's very hard to see you're bypassing.
Wow. Hey, what was that trigger test again, James? Like what the Ram Dass trigger test?
It's just a quote from him. You think you are enlightened, go spend a week with your family. Like, go spend a week with mum and dad and see if you're non-reactive. Go spend go spend a week with your brothers and sisters and see how non-reactive you are, because that'll really show you if you're if you can sit on your little meditation cushion and meditate and think you're everything's zen. Oh, go test it in the real world.
James, it's so funny. I'm about to make a video where I talk about some kind of triggering. What was it? It was like, I forget. It was something about mood that I'm working on, right? And I wanted to pick something that universally triggers people. And the best that I came up with was like when you're at Starbucks and they give you the wrong milk for your latte, you know, whether it's skim, and like, how do you react to that is a true test of enlightenment. But you're saying go spend some time with your family, 1 week with your family. You think that's better than the barista thing? Because I'm making a video, I want to make it super impactful. Which do you think is more annoying?
Well, I don't know. It's whether or not it's annoying, right? But everyone, you just think that, so everyone does it, right? Like if you're getting aggro with your family and your loved ones, like it's that fish in water thing again. Like it's like, well, this is just how it is. We argue. It's like you can easily justify the arguing, which is spiritual bypassing, right? You're like, oh, they don't know, like, but I'm the enlightened one now. Like, I understand spirituality. I understand the truth. That they're just ignorant, and like, it's okay they trigger me because they're stupid. Like, they don't get it. But that's spiritual bypassing. If you're going to justify, if you're going to justify bad behavior, like if you're raising your voice with your family, if you're yelling at them, if you can't tolerate certain things about them, and you think they should change, if you're like with my mum, for example, if I'm like, like I used to try and convince her that like Jehovah's Witness is a waste of time and she's wasting her life. Like, if that's what I truly believe and want to convince her, like that's not spiritual. Like, but I could be like, no, I'm helping her to become better. It's like, no, but this is what the ego does. That's what religion does. Tells the world how it should be, right? No, you can't have your tribal faith. We're going to convert you all to Christianity. Then God's going to save you. Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Guys, let's end on this note. We did 2 hours. We usually go 90 minutes. We did 120. James Bailey, I am so grateful to you. We need to do this again, my friend, and we need to collab. Yeah. Merchandise.
Sounds good.
We're building an empire, brother. Let's talk DMs.
Let's do it.
All right,
sounds
guys.
Good, mate.
Peace. Monday and Wednesday.
Good to meet you, Cisco.
Likewise.
Look forward to seeing your journey unfold.
You too,
Thank you, Bruno.
You too. Let's keep in touch, brother. All right, man.
Sounds